It's time to go over this week's best new video game trailers. We've got a lot of trailers to go over with 10 brand new trailers this week, so let's get right into this. Number 10, Die Young new gameplay demo. Die Young is a game that not a lot of gamers have been talking about, and it's a game that a lot of gamers would probably be excited about if they knew more about it. It's an open-world dynamic action adventure presented in a first-person perspective. You awaken on a picturesque 12-square-kilometer island buried alive and left for dead. Starving and dehydrated, your struggle to stay alive has just begun. You can jump, climb, and take advantage of your athletic and parkour skills to overcome the dangers and wildness of nature. This is a game to best check out in action, so check out the new gameplay demo for Die Young.
Daddy, what kind of knot is this?
It's the Todd Line Hitch. It's one of the handiest all-purpose knots, especially useful when you go camping.
You're the smartest daddy in the world!
To make a stone knife, you'll need a sharp-edged piece of stone or scrap metal.
Why would I make a knife? Why don't we just bring one from home?
The less gear you bring, the more intimate of an experience you'll have with nature. Also, you can't always rely on your gear as a safety net. To survive, you must learn to be creative and find solutions with the material you find around you.
Number 9, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam Bushranger Update Trailer. Rising Storm 2 has been one of the best multiplayer first-person shooter experiences on PC, and it's a game that's been really supported by updates and more content being added to the experience. Here's the latest one in the Vietnam Bushranger update. Check out the trailer.
Get in the fight, soldier! PC spotted! Machine gunner there!
Let's get him, mate. Target red, Bravo 295.
Keep a low profile.
First one to spot the enemy gets a beer. Get in there and blow him away. Scratch one of the bastards.
Bloody VC, over there. Weapons dry, we're clear.
Number 8, The Walking Dead Collection Graphics Comparison Trailer. The Walking Dead is really the series that made the Telltale-style games explode. And now these games have been released on pretty much every platform. You have them on the last generation consoles with the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. You can get them on mobile, PlayStation Vita, PS4, Xbox One, PC. And now here's another re-release in the Walking Dead Collection, and it looks like it is seeing some graphical updates. So that's pretty nice. At this point, you've probably experienced The Walking Dead some way. If you haven't, you're really missing out. There is a terrific story in here. And if you just want to revisit the game, you should know that with the collection, you will get a graphical update. Check out the trailer for yourself.
Hello?
You need to be quiet.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. They tried to get me, but I'm hiding until my parents come home.
What's your name?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee. Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside. Treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Number 7, SOMA Xbox One launch trailer. SOMA was one of the great survival horror games released this generation, and it was developed by Frictional Games. If you guys don't know who that is, those are the guys behind the great Amnesia games as well. SOMA originally released on PlayStation 4 and PC, but now it has arrived on the Xbox One. Check out the launch trailer.
You are the result of everything around you. Everything that came before you, you are the universe manifesting itself as you. That's a wonderful thing to be. But what a curious thing it is to be anything at all. There is no need to be concerned. You are always safe. Continue. Yes, what a curious thing to be aware of yourself. Looking out from inside your little box. You're okay. You're in a safe place. Nothing can hurt you here. Interesting. Do you feel empathy for this thing? Remember, you're in a safe place. Alright, let's try again.
Number 6, Star Ocean: The Last Hope launch trailer. Star Ocean for a long time was one of the most iconic Japanese RPG series, but in recent years it has really fallen off the wagon. We didn't see a release for a long time, and then this generation's Star Ocean 5 was a pretty terrible game. Nonetheless, Square Enix has decided to bring Star Ocean: The Last Hope, that's Star Ocean 4, to PC and PlayStation 4, remastered, 4K visuals, all that good stuff. Star Ocean 4 is a much better game than Star Ocean 5, albeit not perfect. It does have some issues, especially in the storytelling and voice acting. The voice acting is absolutely terrible, but it does have Japanese voices for those of you that can appreciate that. Nonetheless, the gameplay is still very strong here, so check out the Star Ocean: The Last Hope launch trailer.
The environment on this continent seems perfectly suitable for human habitation.
This will be a difficult mission carried out by a select few, and right now, you're the only one capable of leading it.
Calnus, full speed! Engage!
Being a captain means you have to take responsibility for an entire ship, an entire crew.
Rushing into danger without much thought. That's just like you, Edge. You just wait there and leave this to me.
Number 5, Doom VFR launch trailer. Doom is the latest big IP to make its way over to the VR realm. We also saw Skyrim come over to VR. This isn't the Doom 2016 game, rather it's its own experience. But given the fact that your virtual reality pickings are kind of slim right now, Doom VFR is definitely a nice addition. Check out the launch trailer.
Demonic presence detected.
Number 4, Final Fantasy XV character change update and NOCTIS battle trailer. Square Enix has done a tremendous job with Final Fantasy XV. After the 10-year-long development cycle, the game released, and honestly, to a lot of people, it didn't live up to expectations. There was issues with the storytelling, and the story overall was just very disjointed, but it was still a pretty good open-world action RPG, and Square Enix has done a phenomenal job with keeping the game updated with new content, and that train isn't slowing down anytime soon. We see the Final Fantasy XV character change update and NOCTIS battle trailer showcase more, so check it out for yourself.
Up for more. Want some?
Do it, Prompto! Oh yeah!
Number 3, Final Fantasy XV Episode IGNIS first 3 minutes. Speaking of more Final Fantasy content, here's another example of Square Enix keeping Final Fantasy XV updated with Final Fantasy XV Episode IGNIS. Now this is a paid DLC, of course, you get access to it with the Season Pass, but to many, the DLC content to Final Fantasy XV has been better than the main game. It's been of very high quality, and Square Enix has announced that after Episode IGNIS, there will be more episodes released in 2018. But for now, Final Fantasy XV Episode IGNIS is right around the corner, so check out the first 3 minutes.
I ask you to stand by him and lend him a hand, as his friend and as his brother. Please, take care of my son.
I'm afraid I must ask your forgiveness.
He's okay.
The trial should be over by now, right?
Can't tell a bloody thing from here. Let's make for the altar.
Look out!
Number 2, Shadow of the Colossus PS4 opening cutscene trailer. Shadow of the Colossus is one of the best PlayStation 2 games of all time, and if you somehow have not played it, you definitely should know that the game is being remade for the PlayStation 4, built ground up with much better visuals and better controls. The game was widely heralded as one of the best PlayStation 2 games of all time, and also an example of how video games can be treated as an art form. It's a game that I think everyone should experience, so for now, you can check out the Shadow of the Colossus PS4 opening cutscene trailer.
Here's a good example where we added a decent amount of detail that was just not present in the original. Portions of the environment that they're just not technically capable of doing in the original game on the PS2, like having foliage move with the wind, leaves of tree moves realistically, Agor's footsteps will displace grass, same as Wanda.
This was a fun shot, like going through all the detail, making sure that like the water ripples and we have rain.
Yeah, this in the original was basically just Wanda riding along a flat plain with maybe a couple bushes here.
What I like is you can start to see some of the lighting improvements and stuff that have, you know, really kicked this game off and get it going in the right direction.
And this is the finally opening, going into the actual Forbidden Lands now.
Yeah, all new physics system handling the Agro's poncho and horsetail physics. I like this shot here. It gives you that first sense of scale of just how massive the world is going to be with looking at just a small corner of it.
And there was also a large, as far as visually, a color handoff from kind of the darker blue-green to this more warm, inviting sun. And yeah, the sky was a big consideration too. Obviously in the original one, they had a very kind of punchy hole, like punched holes in clouds, sky, big overcast with bright spots. We wanted to make sure that we brought that back into this version as well.
And finally, number 1, Jak and Daxter PS2 on PS4 Collection launch trailer. Jak and Daxter is making its way over to the PlayStation 4, with the original PlayStation 2 titles being released onto the PlayStation 4. Jak 1 is already available, and Jak 2 and 3 are coming, as well as Jak Combat Racing. These games are great and definitely hold a special place in a lot of gamers' heart. They're very nostalgic, but they're also very well-made platformers that you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of. Check out the Jak and Daxter PS2 on PS4 Collection launch trailer.
I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap! So there we were. Weapons bristling under rumbling hoods.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you talking to him?
I've got you now. Hang on, Dax. It's gonna be close.
Jak and I are world famous.
So that wraps up the top 10 new video game trailers of the week. What do you think? Which trailers did you enjoy the most this week? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.